Today we're looking at something a bit more road legal. We're diving into the Busbound demo, a brand new bus simulator that's been making the rounds on Steam, and it dropped just a few days ago, so I want to talk about it. Now, if you've ever enjoyed games like Bus Simulator 21 or even Simulator 18, this one might catch your attention. The devs at Still Alive Studios promise a realistic living city, a dynamic weather system, and detailed vehicle physics. So today we'll break down the demo, look at what it does well, what still needs work, and whether it's worth your time. Let's hit the road. Literally. So the demo gives you access to the first district of Emberville called Ash Tree. You get two buses, the Bluebird Sigma and the New Flyer Excelsior Clean Diesel. Right away you can tell these are modelled with care. Detailed interiors, functional dashboards, and believable weight when you drive. The demo also includes day and night cycles, dynamic weather, and basic passenger interactions. You can create short routes between 5 to 6 stops, customize your bus colour, and earn a few basic rewards. It's not a full game loop, but it's enough to test the physics, visuals, and pacing. Now, driving in Busbound feels great. Honestly, that's the biggest win for this demo. There's a real sense of mass when turning or braking, and the suspension responds naturally when you hit potholes or curbs, or even speed bumps. Each bus feels distinct. The Excelsior is heavier and slower to accelerate, while the Sigma feels more agile. The mirrors work, wipers are animated, and the rain actually changes traction. Subtle, but still noticeable. Even the sound design deserves credit. The idle hum, air brakes, and squealing tyres sound authentic. I especially love driving at night. The reflections from streetlights and shop signs give the city a cozy, late evening vibe. Now before we go any further, I just want to say a massive thanks to the publisher of this game, Saber Interactive, for sponsoring today's video. And with that out the way, let's talk about the world design. The first district, Ash Tree, is surprisingly well designed. It's compact but believable. Residential streets, small shops, intersections, and parks. It's not a giant open world, but it's enough to make the city feel alive. There's pedestrian traffic, lots of other vehicles on the road, and ambient noises like cars honking or rain hitting the windshield. That said, AI traffic still needs work. Sometimes cars stop too suddenly or cut across lanes, pedestrians occasionally glitch about, nothing game-breaking, but noticeable. And there was also a couple of moments where I was stuck in some very unfair heavy traffic that I just couldn't get out of, and it appeared to be because the game was a little bit bugged and the truck was stuck where it shouldn't be. Performance-wise, the game runs fairly well on mid-range PCs, though I have seen some users have reported frame dips in rain or during heavy traffic, and even during the tutorial. Hopefully this will be something that's addressed going into the full release. Beyond the driving, Busbound gives a taste of deeper systems to come. Passenger satisfaction is tracked, they'll react if you brake too hard, run a stop sign, go over a bump too quickly, or if you crash into a car. But on the other hand, if you do stop at a stop sign, and you don't crash and you go over speed bumps slowly, they also react positively. There's a progression system, though it's somewhat simplified for this demo. You earn points for on-time arrivals, safe driving, and clean stops. These go towards unlocking cosmetics or small performance tweaks, but also each stop has an upgrade system as well where you'll unlock further bus stops as you progress through the game. Unfortunately, the demo is limited to you just being able to unlock one additional stop, and then that's where the demo ends, but I'm sure that'll be continued much more throughout the full game. One thing missing at the moment though is deeper route management. You can't yet adjust schedules or handle complex city routes like you can in full sim titles, but given that this is a demo, that's pretty fair. So far I have enjoyed my time with Busbound, and it's making me want to go back and play some of the other games from this developer, such as Bus Sim 21. The game has nice visuals, although for some reason when you boot it up, the sharpness setting is cranked up really high and it makes the game look quite ugly, so I turned that straight down and, well hey, problem solved. It feels nice to play, and it gives me some high hopes for what's to come with Busbound. A little optimization here and there would be nice, but again, this is a demo, so I'm hoping a lot of these issues, like a few bugs and optimization problems, will be ironed out before the full release. So how are players feeling about it? On Steam, Busbound currently holds a very positive score with roughly 88% positive reviews at the time of writing. Some players are saying that the bus handling feels realistic, but also that they wish there were more routes or buses, but it's a strong foundation. A few negative reviews mention limited content, AI bugs, and lack of controller calibration options. Others noted the demo's short runtime, but this is a demo, so what did they expect? Overall, the sentiment is that the devs have nailed the core feel, and that's exactly what a good demo should do. Now they just have to nail the rest once the full release comes around. Still, there's room to grow. The world feels alive, but a little static after a while, same passengers, same routes, limited interaction. AI traffic can get frustrating, especially if you're trying to drive smoothly for a perfect score. A few texture glitches pop up when weather changes, and sometimes sound effects overlap awkwardly. For the full release, I'd love to see more districts, each with a unique mood, some more dynamic events, maybe accidents, emergency vehicles, rush hours, or random delays. But fair random delays, not broken ones. Expanded management options for route planning and company growth would also be really cool. If those come together, Busbound could very easily be the best within the genre. And these devs do know what they're doing, as they've done a lot of work with bus sims before. The Busbound demo does exactly what it needs to do. It proves that the developers understand how a bus should feel to drive. It's immersive, relaxing, and surprisingly detailed for a Next Fest demo. It's not perfect, limited routes, a few performance dips, and AI quirks hold it back. But that's all fixable. If you're a fan of realistic driving sims, definitely check this out. It's free, it's polished enough to show promise, and it already has a strong community forming around it. For my verdict, I'd say it's a solid 8 out of 10 for the demo. Great potential, strong core, needs more depth. I'll be watching this one closely as development continues towards the full release. So what do you guys think? Will you be getting Busbound upon full release? Will you give the demo a go? Are you a fan of these more simulation-oriented driving games? I know on this channel we focus much more on less realistic racing and driving games, but I think it's always fun to check out some in the simulation genre as well. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and if you haven't done so already, subscribe and tap that bell for notifications on my future uploads. A massive thank you to my Patreon subscribers for the continued support, and the only thing left to say is, I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.